Good morning, my loves. Happy Monday. Except for Finn, he is not having a good Monday. What can I say? Beautiful day here at the lake. High today is 106. It is 5:45 in the morning. I'll show you. It is beautiful out there. It is beautiful but bright. The sun is just coming up. It is just gorgeous. I had the sweetest call last evening. Pardon the glare and the shadows, but it's just bright this morning. So I had the sweetest call last evening it's the child of a friend of mine. And this child, I shouldn't say child, they're a young adult, just a lovely soul, had gone to a party, like a barbecue kind of thing, on Saturday. Had an amazing time and met the girl. However, feeling was not mutual. Yeah. And he's torn up. He is just all kinds of torn up. Nice kid. I know the parents really well, lovely people, but the kid thinks he's funny. Yeah. No. And he says he makes everybody laugh, honey. Maybe they're laughing at you, not with you, but he just sees himself as the jokester. And so he saw this girl that he's just crazy about. He'd never met her before. She's nice, she's sweet, she's kind of quiet, she's beautiful, and just on and on and on and on, just gushing about her. And he said, the problem is, I tried to talk to her. I said, well, what'd you say? Well, he was teasing her. Yeah. And he said, I joke with everybody. I tease everybody, and they love it. Do they really? Or do they put up with it? Because they know it's just you. And she wouldn't give him the time of day. And it just really, really, really hurt his feelings. And he said, I asked her for her number, and she said, I don't think so. And that was it. That was just the nail in the coffin. And he was upset, came home, and they talked Sunday morning, Father's Day. And, his mom said, just call Brenda. She will tell you. Thing is, the parents, let me move just a little bit, sweetie, hang on. The parents didn't have the courage, the balls. The parents did not have the balls to tell this poor child, honey, you're not funny and people don't like to be teased. Honey, you're not funny, people don't like to be teased. I'm sorry, I don't like to be teased at all. And I have run into this situation many, many times throughout my life that guys think they're funny and they'll come up and they'll, make some flippant remark. They think they're hilarious and they're teasing you. I'm thin now. I weigh 130. I'm 5'6", I weigh 130. And I'm relatively thin. But back in the day, when I was in high school, I weighed 89 pounds and I was 5'6". So I was super skinny. And so when guys would flirt with me, they would make comments about my weight, or can I see if I can lift you up with one hand? Seriously? How is that a come on? How am I going to see that as attractive? Because I'm not, sweetheart. I'm just not. And they don't get that. He just didn't get that. So I had to have a very long, painful conversation with him that not everybody likes to be teased. And mature women, girls, that take life seriously, we're not into the joking and the teasing at all. It is a huge turnoff. Huge. Stop. Be sincere. Be your authentic self. Apologize. If you ever see her again, and I have a feeling he's going to make sure that happens, apologize. Say you were nervous, you didn't know what to do, you joke, you tease, that's just who you are. You did not mean to offend her. That will go a long way, but don't do it again. I have relatives that joke and tease. Yeah, I didn't like it then, I don't like it now. Never did, never will. It's hard to handle if it's a relative because it's a relative and they're always around. But if it's somebody in your circle, somebody you work with, just tell them, I don't appreciate this. I don't find it humorous. I don't find it funny. Please stop. Be direct. Tell them, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I just don't appreciate this at all. I don't find it flattering. I don't like it. Please stop. If they care this much about you, they will stop. If they're a jerk, they're going to keep going. What people need to realize is joking and teasing, poking fun at somebody, it's looked at differently now than it was a few years ago. Now it is seen as being bullying. I'm serious. It is bullying behavior because you're teasing somebody and you're wanting their reaction. That's called being a reactive abuser. You're abusing somebody verbally, poking the bear kind of, to get their reaction. Yeah, it's not cool. It just isn't. It's abusive behavior. Please stop. And, this is from personal experience. Okay, fine, I'm going to stop. I won't even talk to you. Yeah, they will. Because in 10 minutes, they're going to be doing it again. If you tell somebody to stop and they genuinely care about you, they're going to stop, they're going to apologize, and they will stop that behavior. If they're an ass, if they're a jerk, they're going to keep going because they don't care. Guys, kids that are 8 years old, you expect that from an 8-year-old little boy, pushing somebody's books off the desk or stealing their pencil, pulling their pigtails. Yeah, it's not fun then for the little girl. It's not fun now. Tell them to stop. And if you are teaching your kids it's okay to do that, I'm not telling you how to parent, but just please stop and think. It's perceived differently than when you were a child. Now it is seen as bullying behavior that can get your kid thrown out of school, that can get your kid punched in the face. Because I have seen that happen. I was at a party, this is years ago, and this guy, he wasn't drunk. I don't even think he was tipsy, but he was just a jerk. And he was teasing and teasing and teasing this girl. She kept telling him to stop, to stop, to stop. I don't think they came together, but he wouldn't stop. And she just doubled up her fist and punched him in the face, knocked out a tooth. But she told him to stop. And he was in her space, and he wouldn't stop. Did he have it coming? No. Was that assault and battery? Well, he was in her space. That's an assault. She did raise her hand to him. That is a battery. Probably be thrown out of court if it went to court. But just stop being jerks. If you like someone, use your words. Tell them, I really like you. Not everybody likes to be teased. Not everybody likes to be joked with. Ask, If you find out your jokes aren't going over real big, say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. It's just me. I'm just trying to be funny. Not everybody finds it funny. Not everybody finds it fun. Check your behavior. That's what I told this kid. He took it to heart. He said, I know what I'm going to do. That's not a good sound. Just don't do it, sweetie. Just don't do it. He said, I'm going to find out her name, her last name, and I'm going to send her flowers and I'm going to apologize. I said, don't. Maybe you will run into her again over the 4th of July and you can apologize to her then. Oh, I don't want to wait. Yeah, give it time to cool off, but to apologize. If you ever encounter her again, apologize sincerely. You don't have to use jokes and teasing to cover up the real you. Just be you. And there are people that being, jokesters, that is the real them. If that is who you are, well, that's who you are. But be prepared. People don't appreciate it. There are people that are just jerks, and that's who they are. People don't appreciate it. So be your authentic self. Be true to you. But not everybody's going to like you. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Hell, I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I don't care. The people that like me, like me. The people that don't like me, see you bye. Don't care. But I am authentic. And I speak my mind, as we all know. Have a great Monday. Play nice. Please play nice. It's Monday. And it's hot out there. Here, the high today's, I think 106. Yeah, it's 106 here. In Phoenix, it'll be a little bit warmer. I'm going into the office today, which is why I'm dressed a little nicer than usual. I have a little makeup on. Have a good Monday.